Well, hello, good evening, everybody. Welcome back. Jiu-Jitsu 2000 here today. I hope you guys are doing wonderful out there. In this video, I want to say thank you for all the love and all the support. People that were wishing that I feel better, all the prayers, all the emails, all the comments, all the texts, all the calls. You guys are awesome. I didn't realize until that big flood of people that showed love and support, I didn't realize how loved I was. So from the bottom of my heart, I really reach out and say thank you to everybody out there. You guys are awesome. So in this video, I want to talk about my visit to the doctor. I feel much better now. Even though my voice isn't back fully, I still feel so much better than I did feel. I went to the doctor. This is a different doctor. The last time that I had symptoms like this was, I think, like 2018 or something. I went to the doctor. The doctor determined that I had strep throat, wrote me a script for some antibiotics. I went to the pharmacy, filled the script, got home, took the antibiotics, and I felt better very quickly. So this time I go to the doctor. It's a new doctor. I sit down and the guy is asking me all these questions, and I'm explaining everything, and the next thing he says is, I want to test you for blah blah blah, for you know what. And I told the doctor, I said, well, I'm not trying to interfere with your diagnosis, but I have no interest in taking a test that has been known to lead to false positive results. I have no interest in that at all, to take that test. And then he says, well, I'm a doctor and you're a patient. You should trust my judgment. And I said, well, you're right about that. I'm a patient and you're a doctor, but I'm a person that has common sense, and I know plenty of doctors that say the complete opposite of what you're telling me right now. I wish they were closer. I would probably go see them. I said, the last time that I had these types of symptoms, I was written a script for antibiotics, and I went and filled that, and it really helped out with what I was going through. And the doctor said, well, until I test for blah, 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 I'm not going to write you a script. I said, well, why is that? You know, if it worked then, why wouldn't it work now? He said, well, there's been new changes to medicine. And I'm thinking to myself, wow, this guy really drank the Kool-Aid. But I'm not saying nothing like that to him. I was very respectful with him, but you know, I'm trying to voice my opinion on the thing about not wanting to get this test done. So I told the doctor, I said, well, if it was 5 years ago, what would your diagnosis be, or what would your treatment plan be? He said, well, I'd probably look at strep throat and probably write you a script, and you'd probably feel a lot better. And I said, okay, can we just rewind and go 5 years ago and treat me as if this new thing didn't even exist? Anyway, the doctor said, no, absolutely not. I will not write you a script. I said, okay, then what's my point in being here? You know, if you're not going to help me with what I need to get feeling better, then what purpose are you serving here? What are you doing? You know, and I think that made him mad, because now I'm questioning him. And I've already said that I know a lot of other doctors that would have said otherwise, you know, had a different diagnosis and things like that. And he says, well, I'm not going to write you a script, and if you're refusing to take this test, then I can't continue to diagnose your symptoms. And I mean, I got to give credit to the doctor. He was cool. But then he said something that frustrated me. He said, you know, you don't have to come in here as a patient and get political with me. He tells me this. And I thought to myself, what did he just say? And I looked at the doctor and I said, Doctor, I have not said one word, not a single thing about anything political. I just told you that I am not interested in taking that specific test. That's like some people, they're scared of needles. I happen to be one of those people. I don't like needles. So if it comes to poking you or something, there are people that'll say, I don't want to give blood, or I don't want to do that, because for whatever reason, they don't want to do it. Now, I can give blood, I can take an IV. I'm not one of those people, but I don't like needles. But I'm just saying, for the sake of this topic, you know, there's people that should be respected about their medical wishes and what they want. And I felt like this doctor wasn't helping me. He wasn't trying to help me. And I asked him, I said, okay, let's say that I do go through with this test, and you find that I'm positive for blah, blah, blah. What do you do? What's the cure? You know, what is the solution if you find that? He says, well, there's a new drug that's been out about a year, and we would write you a prescription for that drug. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, this guy's really drinking the Kool-Aid, because he's going to support the pharmaceutical companies that are supporting this test, and all these people making millions of dollars getting rich off of this thing. And instead of treating people and actually seeing a patient get healthier, they're playing this game. That's my thoughts. I'm not telling the doctor that, but I'm just like, oh my gosh. So I told the doctor, I said, well, if there's anything that you can do that would help me get feeling better without taking this test, I would appreciate that. And the doctor said, okay, no problem. He said, I will call the pharmacy and I will send something over there to them that will help you. And I got real happy. I got excited and I thought, well, that's cool. The dude's actually going to do something for me. So I drive over to the pharmacy and I talk to the pharmacist, and they say, oh yeah, we don't need a prescription for that. It's over the counter. Sore throat spray. That's what the doctor sent. That's what he told the pharmacist to give me. But he made it sound like he was going to write me a script or something, you know, and I don't know. It's just, so my question is, am I crazy? I know I'm not, but is there anybody out there that agrees with the doctor? I mean, if you do, please leave your comment, because I'm here to learn. Is there something that he's onto that I'm missing? Or am I right in my stance? What's your opinion? Leave it in the comments down below, and please be respectful with each other down there. I don't want to see any kind of fighting, or, you know, because I know that there's people that are on both sides of this fence, and I would just like to know what your thoughts are. So please leave comments. I love reading them, and hopefully you enjoyed hearing my story. Yeah, I got some sore throat spray. $5 over the counter. Pretty crazy. I already had this, so I didn't even buy it. This is the one that I had at the house, but it was basically the same thing. Over the counter. That's all I got for you on this one. Let me know. I'd like to read. Thanks for watching. I love you all. We'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.